What's up, YouTube? Welcome back for Thanksgiving edition of College Football Picks. I'm here with your boy, Cole.
What up?
What's
How are
up?
we doing?
Yep. So, yeah, you might have noticed we didn't have a video last week. Well, that's because our boy, Brandon, got put on IR. Unfortunate stuff, man. He tried to pull through. He couldn't do it, man. He had a finger injury. We'll leave it at that. We don't want to give too much detail on his injury. But
We definitely don't want to say too much. It could get him in a lot of hot water. But we're definitely thinking about him and praying for him. So
we are praying, and we can't say it was a finger injury. So
it was a finger injury. Interpret that how you would like to.
yes, it's a good thing the video didn't go out because according to my picks on ESPN, I went 3-7, but my overall record is 74-56. So I'll take that. I'll take that gladly. So Cole, you got anything you want to tell the people before we start?
No, it's been a little bit. I am very, very excited for this rivalry weekend. Football's a little bit spread out. Things are a little bit awkward, but that's always the case. But, it gives you a good excuse if you're sick and tired of hanging out with your family. You just sit down on the couch and enjoy some football. So,
Exactly. So, we'll start off this week's slated game with a Thanksgiving game. Thursday night, we got Navy at Memphis. This is a big American Conference game, as Memphis has the opportunity to take Navy out of the American Conference Championship game, get out of the game. Right now, it's a three-way tie, and I think Navy has a tiebreaker over the other two. It's between North Texas, Tulane, and Navy right now. Memphis doesn't really have a shot, but they can take Navy out, and Memphis is going to be a tough team. Memphis at home, favored by 5.5 here. Their offense has been able to put up points, but their defense, they allow a lot of points. They allow 31 to East Carolina, 38 to Tulane, 31 to USF, and 31 to UAB. Yeah, you heard me. 31 to UAB out of all teams. Now they're going up against a Navy team that's been somewhat solid, beating a really tough USF team. We don't talk about the Notre Dame game. They also lost to North Texas, but I don't know. I think Memphis is going to be too much here. They're at home. It's a tough game. Give me the Tigers to take Navy out of the championship game.
interesting. We'll be watching this game instead. Oh, my God. Brandon's here.
No way.
I didn't think he'd be making an appearance, but he's here.
I didn't think so either.
Let you give out prescriptions.
He's alive.
as well.
Talk to your boy.
Breaking news, folks. Brandon has gotten out of IR, and he's here live.
Fresh off surgery. No, the surgery can't hold the diabetic dog back. But this week, rivalry week, we got to get into it. The obvious one, Michigan over Ohio State. Ohio State cannot beat Michigan. I thought last year they were going to smoke them. Everybody thought they were going to smoke them. But, Michigan found a way to win. Ohio State has a Michigan problem, So I think Ohio State's going to struggle again. It's in the big house. 9.5 point favorite, or Michigan's a 9.5 point dog. I'm taking Michigan today. Final regular season diabetic dog. Take it.
Nice.
All right. I like this game a lot. It's it's the big Thanksgiving game for college football. I'm sure everybody will be watching that instead of NFL football. A huge AAC matchup. Navy, good team. Memphis, good team. I think it's going to be an interesting game. What I don't love about Memphis is they're kind of feeling defeated right now. They had a good thing going. They were looking like they were going to be that group of 5 team, and now they've got, 3 losses in the American. There's no chance they make the AAC title game. And Navy's still pushing for it. I mean, they can. UNT has to play Temple, which is probably a win, but breaking news on the podcast, their head coach has just been hired by Oklahoma State. So he'll probably still coach the game, but is everybody's mind elsewhere? Temple's pretty bad, but I don't know. I've seen crazier things happen. Tulane has to play Charlotte. That's probably a free win, but you never know what could happen. So I think Navy, they keep fighting hard. They play a tough road game. They win and they cover plus 5.5.
All right. We love it.
Love it.
All right. First, it's agreeing. I mean, it's hate week.
It's a
lot of weird
it's a
things gonna
not
happen.
so fast, my friend.
Not so fast, my friend. All right. Moving on. Next game, we got the Egg Bowl. We got Ole Miss at Mississippi State.
Click,
It
click,
starts
click,
new-
click.
Mississippi
That's
Mississippi
me.
State.
It's me swinging my cowbell. It's me swinging my cowbell.
Ole Miss favored by 7.5 points. 7.5 points. Huge rivalry game here. Ole Miss has an opportunity to make the SEC championship game, but they need Bama and Texas A&M to lose. Is it possible? Yes. Is it likely? Not so much. So, Trinidad Chambliss having a hell of a season. So is Kyron Lacey. He's been killing it. Lane Kiffin. There's been a lot of noise going on in Oxford, Mississippi right now. Is the team distracted? Is he distracted? We don't know. We're about to find out. And according to inside information, Cole has some insider info here to share with the podcast. So we'll find out what's going on with Lane Kiffin in a minute. But back to Mississippi State. Can they win with the quarterback and Blake Shapen? According to our expert, no. But is that stopping me from picking Mississippi State? No. Give me the Bulldogs to cover and win outright in this game in a massive upset. It's hate week. A lot of weird things are going to go down. So give me the Bulldogs at home.
Matt, I think that's the worst pick you've ever made in the history of the podcast. I have some notes jotted up on my second monitor. If you ever see me look it up, that's what I'm looking at. I wrote down one thing for this game, and it's Blake Shapen is bad at football. There is absolutely no. I'm sorry, Josh, if you're listening. There's absolutely no chance that Mississippi State
He just
wins this
walked
game. Is he going to do his bid or is he waiting? Oh, there he is. It's bid time.
All right, go ahead.
Excuse me, Princess. I was wondering if I could make a bet today.
Okay.
If I was a betting man myself, I wouldn't touch the spread for the Mississippi State Ole Miss game. Oh no. In fact, I would do the opposite. Mississippi State minus 2.5 is my mega star.
Your what star?
Yeah. Is my megastar Princess bet of the week.
What's the odds?
Probably plus 400.
Plus 400?
Found it.
Yeah, Mississippi State, just not a good football team. Blake Shapen, bad at football. I did receive some insider information shortly that does actually have an impact on this game. Let's see, from a Discord chat. So I sent this to our group chat earlier. Matt, if you don't mind in the editing bay, if you could throw this up on the screen. This is highly classified intel that I've received from the Gators 247 message boards. A Discord user going by the name of Shay messages their friend. My source is Knox Kiffin. We played Fortnite yesterday online, and he told me his dad is going to LSU. Don't send this to chat, please. And I think the don't send this to chat, please is a very, very crucial part of this message. Obviously, he's telling the truth, and this is going to happen. So, folks, if you're betting, I would go hammer Lane Kiffin to LSU prop bets as fast as you can. This is even probably more solid evidence than the Chipotle guy who said John Mateer was going to play, and I was also correct about that. So I do think the team will be a bit distracted, but I think the Florida Institute for the Deaf and the Blind could beat Mississippi State right now. So give me Ole Miss minus 7.5.
Bull take. All right. Moving on. Next game. Cole's inside information is never wrong.
I've been right 100% of the
time.
times. There was the John
Yes.
Mateer one, and then I think there was one that I said a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember it, but I'm sure it was right. Don't look it up. And this one's going to be right, too. So.
Yeah, exactly. So, moving on. Next game, we got Georgia at Georgia Tech. Georgia favored by 13.5 points. that's a big spread. There's a lot of spreading going on this game as well. So
A lot of
score
what?
number 4, a whole lot of spread. It's 14 and a half. Is that not a big spread?
I think somebody's going to get spread. But we'll find out who.
It's number 4 versus number 16. Now, does Georgia Tech have a chance of winning against the Bulldogs? Nah. Come on. Georgia, man, they're just too strong offensively. They're strong defensively as well. I mean, come on. They only let Charlotte score 3 points on them last week. So that just indicates how strong the defense is. And Georgia allowed Pitt to put up 42. So college football math leans towards Georgia. And my analytics do not lie to me and do not let me down. So give me Georgia, as ESPN has them as an 87% chance of winning. So I'll take those odds. Give me Georgia on the road.
So it's an interesting matchup. This one is at the Mercedes-Benz Dome, right? That was the big hullabaloo about this game. I don't think it's actually at Georgia Tech. I think
You're
it's
right.
You're right.
It is at Mercedes.
It's a neutral site game, so that basically a Georgia home
Georgia
game.
Tech's at Georgia Tech's at home though. Well,
They're
play
at
don't they?
home, but they got a bunch of money to play at the Mercedes-Benz Dome. That hopefully they use the NIL and don't just like give it to their president as a bonus or something. But beside that, moving on to ball talk, not at Bobby Dodd Stadium. That's a huge hit to Georgia Tech. I do think Georgia Tech does come out a bit embarrassed by what happened last week. They were down 28-0 against Pitt, just like right off the rip. And they
right off the rip.
They continued to fight hard, and they made the game look a little bit more respectable than it actually was. And I think they come out with a little bit of fire this week. They want to prove that they're not that bad of a team, but in the end, I think Georgia Tech's been a little bit of smoke and mirrors all season. I don't really know if they're that great of a team. Georgia, who I have proudly proclaimed all season as mid, might be a little bit better than mid. I might have to walk those statements back a little bit. I think the Dogs just go ahead and run away with this one in the second half. Maybe it's a touchdown game and a half, but I think the Dogs win and cover.
All right. I kind of agree with you there. I don't know about the point spread. It's a lot of points there.
It's a lot of points, but I mean, I don't know, man.
They kind of play to the level of their opponents.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sometimes.
The fact that it's like basically a home game for Georgia is, I think that's bad news bears for Georgia Tech.
That's fair. But, all right, moving on. Next state, like in-state rivalry. We got Texas A&M at Texas. Now, this is a very interesting game. Texas A&M almost needs to win this game to even make the SEC championship game. So it's a pretty huge game here. It was a similar situation last year. Unfortunately, Texas A&M couldn't get it done. They have another opportunity here. It's number 3 versus number 17. Texas A&M is only favored by 2.5 points, but Texas is at home. They're a dangerous team. They got Arch Manning, who has the potential to take off, but I mean, this season haven't really. Their offensive line is just not even giving them a chance. And Texas A&M's offense is just so explosive. Marcel Reed, Concepcion, and the other receiver that they have, that speedy receiver. I mean, they put up 48 points on Samford last week. So that just shows you how good their offense is. Huge comeback in South Carolina as well, but they shouldn't have let South Carolina put 31 points on them. That's kind of crazy. I think this will be a close game, but it's rivalry week. It's a weird week. Give me Texas. They're at home. Something's telling me the Dogs will be barking this week, and I'm going to ride with all the Dogs. Give me Texas to ruin Texas A&M's chance of winning an SEC championship.
I love it, Matt. I love it so much. I think this is going to be a great game. Again, Texas's strength, their defense against what's been a really good Texas A&M offense this year. I do think the difference here is, do you know the difference between Arch Manning's stats at home versus on the road this year?
No.
I pulled something for us. He has a 6-4 touchdown interception ratio on the road. At home, 16-2. He has played so much better at home than he has on the road, and I think it's just that burnt orange crowd really gets him riled up. He gets to see all of his friends. his uncle's there, Peyton. Matthew McConaughey is usually hanging out somewhere.
Yeah, they got it.
So I really think he is the difference in this game. Everybody said he's no good. He can't play quarterback. He showed some good stuff this season in certain spots. So I think he has a good game on a national stage, and that Texas defense kind of keeps Texas A&M in like the high 20s, low 30s, and Arch makes a couple of big plays, and we get like a 35-31 Texas win. So, yeah, give me Texas to win.
All right. I love it. I love it. All right. So moving on. Next game, we got Miami at Pittsburgh. Huge ACC implication. Not kind of, because Pitt's 6-1 to ACC. Miami's 5-2. I don't think Miami has a chance at making the ACC Conference Championship game. But yet, they're favored by 6.5 points here. Miami's a really good team, and when Pittsburgh plays a really good team, they kind of tend to fold. Well, except for Georgia Tech, where they showed up. So, I mean, like the coach said, they don't try against non-conference games. Now, if it's a conference game, it's a different story, as the record states. So, Miami is riding a 3-game win streak with an overtime loss against SMU. That was a huge loss for them. Pitt won 4 of the last 5 games with the loss to Notre Dame. And Miami, again, their defense is tough. Carson Beck has to gel, try to figure something out before playoff time. They got the weapons. Tony's a huge receiver there for them, speed-wise. Pitt, they got a new quarterback there. He's been slinging it. So we'll see what Pitt has. They're really going to be tested here against Miami, but I don't think they're going to beat Miami. So I'm going to go with Miami on the road, and I'll say they'll beat it by more, or by a touchdown or more. So give me Miami on the road.
Matt. My silly, naive friend.
Uh-oh.
You know what's going to happen here. I don't know why you're playing.
I do?
You know. Miami does this every single year. They're already on the cusp of making the playoffs. There are Miami fans who still believe that they can make the playoffs. Folks, they're not going to make the playoffs. This is the spot.
They're going to make the playoffs.
This is the spot where they have that last heartbreaking loss. They have to go on the road to a good Pitt team. Mason Heinschel is probably the best freshman quarterback in the entire league. And yeah, Miami just loves to embarrass themselves on the national stage. So it's going to be a phenomenal hate watch. I will be completely sat on the couch, locked into every single second of it. And I can't wait to watch the Miami fans implode on Twitter. It's going to be a great day. So give me Pitt. Give me the Panthers.
The Panthers. You're a certified Miami hater,
Yes.
and I don't blame you.
Yes.
I should be, but I can't help but cheer for them a little bit.
Unfortunately, there are good people who went to the University of Florida. I don't think there's any good people who went to the University of Miami, unfortunately. Sound off in the comments if you disagree. Let Matt know.
The Rock?
The Rock. Known good person.
Known good person. All right. Moving on. Next game, we got a battle between two teams looking at redemption. We got Clemson at South Carolina. South Carolina's favored by 2.5 points here, and they're 4-7. But they put up 31 points against Texas A&M, and they had a tough SEC schedule. So, how good is South Carolina? How good are the Gamecocks? Are they any good? We'll find out. They're 1-4 in the last 5 games. But who do they play? They played Oklahoma, Alabama, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, and Coastal Carolina. And when they play Coastal Carolina, they put up 51 points on their head. Now, Clemson, they're 3 of the last 5 games with the loss to SMU and Duke, and wins coming from FSU, Louisville, and Furman. So, who has a tougher schedule? You tell me. It's a really tough decision there. But give me Clemson. Their last hoorah for Cade Klubnik, at least. South Carolina, who the hell knows what direction they're going in. Same with Clemson. It's just a battle of two ass teams in the Carolinas. So, does it really matter who wins this game? Not really. So, give me Clemson. They're the dogs. I think the dogs can keep barking. So, yeah, give me the road team here.
All right. So, a little backstory here. Matt wanted me to pick. We had 9 games picked up, and Matt wanted me to pick the last one. A lot of the good ones were taken. So I like this game. I always think this is a fun one. It's over the last couple of years, it's been a close game. I did kind of want to use this time to speak to
Reflect.
our younger viewers who maybe use ChatGPT for a lot of different assignments. I wanted to figure out who had won the last couple of these games, so I went on to ChatGPT. I typed in Clemson, South Carolina, last 5 winners. Here are the winners of the last 5 matchups in the college football rivalry between Clemson Tigers and South Carolina Gamecocks. 2024, South Carolina, that's correct. 2023,
Correct.
Clemson, that's correct. 2022,
Correct.
Clemson. Hold on. There's a link here to the Palmetto Bowl website, which I click on, and very clearly it says South Carolina won that game. So, folks, don't listen to ChatGPT. Just go ahead and do
Scams.
your own research. I have the $20 subscription, and they still can't even give me the right information. But, yeah, South Carolina winning the last 2 out of 3. This used to be a series that was, like, heavily dominated by Clemson when they were in their heyday. Just to speed things up a little bit, I don't think Clemson's already got a bowl game locked up. Dabo's not going to get fired. I don't really like why do they even care about this game? They're not really playing for anything. Where on the other hand, South Carolina, they savor those victories against Clemson so much, and they want this
For their
one.
pride.
They want this one so bad, and they get it at home. Give me the Gamecocks. That's all I need to say.
No said. All right, moving on. Next one, we got the bet of Tennessee. We got Vandy at Tennessee. Tennessee is actually the favorite here by 3.5 points here. Vandy's 9-2. Tennessee's 8-3. So, interesting matchup here. 2 really good teams here. Tennessee has won 3 of the last 5 games, with losses come to Oklahoma and Alabama. Vandy has won 4 of the last 5 games, with a loss to Texas. But the other 4 games, Kentucky, Auburn, Mizzou, LSU, kind of on the weaker side of the SEC. Yet, Vandy, they're making moves. They're making moves. They're starting to become a program. They're no longer a program. They're a program. They're a program. But is this program enough to beat their in-state rivals in Tennessee? I don't know, man. Also, we got big news coming out of Tennessee. Their mascot, that dog, is retired.
No, that's Smokey.
Yeah. Yeah, Smokey is retired.
Oh, no.
So this Tennessee football team is going to be playing for Smokey. They got a little bit of extra juice, a little extra motivation coming
hold
in
on,
this
can
game.
I ask a
So give me
question?
Tennessee at home. What's up?
Shit, my bad. Did the dog die or did he just retire?
He retired. He can no longer do it, I guess.
So it's like Ralphie, where he's just not interested in being the mascot anymore.
Yeah, he got tired of being the mascot.
Yeah, I don't think that gives your team a bump. But I'm sorry, you said you were picking Tennessee.
Yeah, give me Tennessee at home.
Okay, good. I think that this game is a dogfight. I think Pavia really wants this one. I think Vanderbilt still believes that there's some chance that they could make the playoff. Unfortunately, I don't see that happening, even if they win. I would love that for them. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't think. I think you got to be in like the top 12 to make the playoff at this point, and it's just not happening.
Fair.
But I think this game's going to be fun. At Tennessee, that stadium's
Yep.
going to be rocking. Diego Pavia's mom's going to be going crazy. I think he makes a couple of big plays, but I think Joey Aguilar makes a couple of good plays too. I think Tennessee probably wins this one late field goal, somewhere in the 20s. So give me Vanderbilt actually to cover, but I'll pick Tennessee to win.
All right. So we're kind of on the same page there. I didn't expect that one, so I'll take it. Good pick, my friend. Next match. I'm gonna have to stand up for this one. Hold on. Next match. We got in-state rivals. We got Florida State at Florida. Cool. Your Seminoles are trying to get into the bowl game.
It's my barf bag game of the week.
Ooh! No wonder it was kind of getting stinky in here. Play his music. But Cole, your FSU team is fine for a bowl game.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Will they get it?
I don't know.
I don't know. Are you going to miss the bowl games 2 years in a row? Yes, you are. Give me Florida at home. DJ Lagway has been saving his good performance for this game in specific. He kind of let things loose the rest of the season, but now this game is coming up. He's going to decide to try. And so is the rest of the team. This is at the Swamp. Tough places to play, and FSU has lost 3 of the last 5 games. Make that 4 of the last 6 games. Give me the Gators at home. Chomp chomp.
I wish I could tell you that I had like a really strong feeling about this and I was still super passionate about my Noles. Matt, did we hang out on Friday night?
Yes, we did.
Did we even talk about Florida State football?
No.
They played a football game on Friday night. I didn't watch a single snap.
And you
of
didn't
it.
even know that.
I didn't even know it was on. Apparently,
I knew that.
Apparently, it was really, really bad, and they lost in an embarrassing way. I
Yes.
found out at 6:30 in the morning the next morning. I fell asleep with an AirPod in, and I got a text from my friend at 6:30 in the morning that woke me up and said, "Yo, what happened?" I was like, "What do you mean? What happened?"
though?
Yeah, apparently 2 muffed punts in the fourth quarter by our head coach Mike Norvell, who says special teams is the core and the focus of this football team, who will be sticking around. We will be retaining them. These are 2 really, really bad football teams. Yes, there is a chance FSU makes a bowl game. Do they deserve to make one? No. And I honestly, I'm not going to say it. Give me the Noles bucket. I got to root for them. I just don't like the Gators. They got blown out by Kentucky and Tennessee recently. Like blown out. At least FSU keeps their games close. So, hey, give me the Noles. Let's go. One last ride.
One last hoorah. All right. Moving on. Next game, we got the battle for Bama, man. It's just Hay Week. I love these games. Come on, keep it coming. We got Bama at Auburn. One of these teams has 1 SEC loss. The other one has 1 SEC win. You will never guess which one's which. But yet, Bama is only favored. They opened up as a 3.5-point favorite. Now they're 6.5-point favorites. Interesting. Auburn lost 3 of the last 5 games. We win coming to Arkansas and Mercer. Bama put up a whopping 56 points on Eastern Illinois last week. So that tells you the state of their football program. They're killing it. They're trying to get into the SEC championship game. They have to win this game. And, they say weird things happen at Jordan-Hare Stadium when Alabama comes into town. It's nothing spookier. But, folks, Halloween is over. There's nothing to be spooked about, right?
Auburn's going to win the football game! Auburn's going to win the football game! He ran the missed field goal back! He ran it back 109 yards! They're not going to keep him off the
Sounds
field!
like Auburn's going to win the football game! Give me Auburn out!
They're not going to keep him off the field tonight.
Davis takes it to the back of the end zone. He'll run it out to the 10. I want to heal! I want to heal! When it comes to for real! I want to live! Davis is going to run it all the way back! Auburn's going to win the football game! Auburn's going to win the football game! I want to feel like I told you something real!
They're not keeping him off the field! Auburn's winning the football game! They're fighting. I really hope Colin didn't hear me. They're fighting to get into a bowl game here. They're fighting for 6-6. I mean, no other game matters besides this one for Auburn. So, and they're at home. People, you should be spooked if you're playing at Jordan-Hare. Specifically if you're Alabama, because spooky things does happen. So give me Auburn. Give me the Tigers. I'm telling you, the dogs will be barking this week. Give me Auburn at home.
Have you picked one favorite yet? Or at least
Yes.
Okay, you have. Oh, you picked Miami. Gross. You picked the worst
I picked
favorite
Miami.
out of all of them.
Well, we'll see.
All right. So the big thing about this game, Matt has already touched on it a bunch. Auburn always finds a way, when they're the worst team, to drag Bama down into the muck with them, especially when they play at home. No, these two teams, one could be 12-0 and the other one could be 0-12 or 0-11, whatever, and it would still be a good game regardless, because these two teams just really don't like each other, and Auburn has this magic to drag them down with the muck. Unfortunately, for viewing purposes, Ashton Daniels will be the starting quarterback for the Auburn Tigers, which means this game is going to be really, really mucky. It's not going to be great ball played on Saturday night. It is the ABC game, and there's really nothing of consequence else on TV. So the whole country will be locked into this. The whole country will be like, I thought Ty Simpson was good at quarterback. Why is he throwing 2 interceptions? Why does Alabama only have 10 yards rushing on the night? So I think it's gross. I think it's gross all the way through. I do think Bama probably scores a late touchdown to win by like 4 or 5. So give me Auburn to cover 6.5, but give me Bama to win.
Yeah, and in all seriousness, just to give it like a little bit of a real breakdown here, Bama's been struggling to run the football this year. I think Auburn has the potential to kind of stop him, keep him with 3rd and long, and they also, low-key, Ryan Williams has been having a lot of drops this season, so he might let his team down a few times this game, or he's going to see this and use this as fuel and just completely go off. So take that as you will. But yeah,
I'm sure he's watching.
it's a little bit mine. Oh yeah, for sure. But speaking of which, moving on to the next game, and by the next game I mean the game. We got Ohio State at Michigan. Ohio State opened up as an 11.5 point favorite. Now they're 9.5 point favorites. Interesting. Michigan in the game as underdogs? Sounds familiar. How many games has Michigan won against Ohio State straight?
It's been a lot. They keep showing the commercial, and it's been like, 1,000 days? So like 3 or 4 years straight?
I think it's been 4 straight games.
4 straight. That's
4 or 5.
Hold on, I thought Ohio State was good. They can't beat Michigan?
Yeah, I mean, let's look. Everyone says Ohio State is good, but let's go take a deep dive into their schedule.
Don't ask ChatGPT.
We won't be asking ChatGPT. Wait a second. This can't be right. Ew it. Texas? Huge win. Start off the season.
Yeah,
Great win.
yeah.
14-7.
Texas was number 1 in the country.
What are they now?
20? No.
20. Okay.
No, I
Interesting.
don't. That's probably wrong. Don't quote me on that.
All right. Okay, so we got Gremlin, Ohio, not the state, just Ohio, Washington, Minnesota. Oh, look at that. Another ranked win against who? Illinois. Does that even count? Nah. Wisconsin, Penn State. Can we look at the state of Penn State right now? Purdue, UCLA, Rutgers. Now another ranked team in Michigan. Folks, are Ohio State frauds? I don't know. You tell me. Michigan's 9-2. They won their last 5 games. They're killing it right now. And let's just do some football match. So they both played Washington. Michigan won by 24-17. Ohio State won by 24-6. So a 1-point difference. So with that logic, Ohio State has one of the best defense in the country right now. We'll see how that holds up against a team that has no weapons and a really good freshman quarterback at home. So with that, folks, give me Ohio State to win by 1 point on the road against Michigan.
1 point.
Ohio State, just 1 point.
Okay. It's a bold statement. I love it. Matt, our talking points were very similar on this game. I said Ohio State's first real test since week 1. In parentheses, I put Illinois is not a good team. Yeah, we're not. Sorry, Ohio State fans. We're not giving you any credit for beating Illinois. I know you'd love to tout that in your resume, but come on, man. It's Illinois. Texas win was nice. So this is their first real test. Now they're actually getting tested on the road, too. I do think Michigan finds a way to make this game exciting, like it always is. I think in the fourth quarter, we're a little bit scared. Like, oh no, are they going to do it again? Maybe they don't have the lead, but they're close. But I think this is the year. Ohio State, they're the Death Star. They've got talent, 5-star talent all across the board. They're firing on all cylinders. Julian Sainz playing like a guy who might win the Heisman. I think Ohio State finally gets the monkey off their back, resets the clock, and they come into the playoff. Well, yeah, they go to the Big Ten championship, proudly the number 1 team in the country.
Yeah, and I told people the dogs will be barking this week, but I'm not psychotic. Okay, so I got Ohio State in that one.
I like Bryce Underwood though. I think Michigan's solid. I just don't think they're on the same level as Ohio State.
He just has no help. I can put it that way.
Yeah, it could be better. The offense could be better.
Yeah. Yeah. So that wraps up this week's slate of games. Thank you guys for watching. Cool. Any last words?
No, everybody just enjoy your Thanksgiving, get some good food in. Just remember, if you're ever bored, there's either college basketball or college football on. I promise you, just check the TV guide. So you always have something to watch.
All right. With that being said, enjoy a mouthful of turkey, get some stuffing, some mashed potatoes, and yeah. Thankful for all you subscribers. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Peace.